Hello, good night. It's the DanceHall Can't Stall podcast, and
DanceHall Can't Stall.
This is the second podcast, so you always know we're about to bring it better each time. But it is me, Caspian Gaza, or Jimmy Hoffa, any way you want to call it. I'm your host, and this is my beautiful co-host, the greatest voice, I can't say the, Ramona Samuels. And we're here to talk about Sumfest 2019.
Reggae and dancehall music and brand Jamaica. Big up, we're there.
Yeah, we're in there, right? So let me know, just right from the start, how do you feel about all of Sumfest?
All of Sumfest.
Like the presentation compared to the years before.
Okay, well, definitely. I am proud of the whole production that was Sumfest based on what I watched online, Jimmy, just like you. Not because I'm in Jamaica. I went. I enjoyed it like some other Jamaicans at home. And we were all very proud to see how all the artists, brought their A game. They all looked happy to be on the Sumfest stage. And Brand Jamaica should be very proud. Reggae and dancehall music stood true to what the whole Sumfest experience is.
So not everybody gets to go to Sumfest, right? A lot of people watch it at home, right?
Okay, because some persons might not get time off from work. Some persons in Kingston might not want to drive over.
Is it expensive?
Huh?
Is it expensive?
It is pricey enough because, it's a festival. It's not just any stage show. And they really put a lot of, production effort, as I mentioned before.
Yeah.
A lot of sponsorships have to be on board to make it happen. Everybody has to get paid. People that demand big money, controversy and bare things. And yes,
all right, right from the start, I seen somebody complaining about the money already. So
yeah, we saw where others who might have wanted to perform on Sumfest, namely, Ramesh and his team. They're quite popular in Jamaica right now and some other parts of the world with the music that they deliver.
So they asked for too much money, or they weren't willing, they couldn't work it out.
In terms of what I'm hearing, yes, I wasn't there, as you know, and I don't know the details, but definitely from what we're hearing from both sides, there was a disagreement with money. And if the money was what, in truth and in fact, what we're hearing it is $1 million up, then they might feel like, or they definitely do feel like it wasn't worth it, so to speak, because there are stellar performers on Sumfest, legends and greats and trending people. Coffee, big up yourself. So not having that group, I guess what didn't serve as a dent in Sumfest. But we're still hoping that for next year, parties who didn't quite seal the deal, they'll get the opportunity to go on board. People will work out the differences, and Brand Jamaica stand tall and proud, isn't it? Because it's all about reggae and dancehall music. Yeah.
A lot of people, I gotta break the news to you. A lot of people, they're not gonna be able to make it next year because all the money's gotta go to the world boss. So,
well, who knows? That will be a huge break,
bro. So I just gotta tell you that in advance. So World Boss is gonna take that whole thing over. But now let's talk. Yeah, that's happening. But so let's talk. Yeah, I already know it. But yeah, who was tell me your performance wise. I just watched the whole thing again today, right? I watched
day 1 and day 2, right?
I watched
night 1 and night 2, sorry.
I watched all of night 1, but night 2 I didn't catch the whole thing because it's not my full vibe. I watched a lot of it, but
it's not your full vibe. What do you mean by that? The great Buju Banton.
I watched all of that. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? I watched his whole performance. I actually watched Dalton Harris's performance.
Nice.
And I was impressed by that.
I was impressed too. I must say I was not readily, from the get-go, necessarily a Dalton Harris fan.
I'm not at all. I don't know much about him other than that he was on X Factor and he had a lot of problems with his mother.
Very well.
Problems with
there was some controversy as well. You know, in entertainment, if I'm not controversy, if you know, it's almost like it's not entertainment. We don't know if it's real, we don't know if our publicity more while, we just know so the people them love them type of you know, sometimes it's carelessness.
Yeah.
What they make controversy or controversy or whatever. But the people still love it either way. So as long as they get past that hurdle, then we're good again.
He performed really well.
Was worried that persons might stone him at Sumfest, which was far from so. And he did a stellar performance, very touching. Him come out clean, him voice sound precise. The people them love him.
He got a really good voice, and he addressed all the controversy in that first song, so that was dope. But yeah, that was cool. But who else do you rate?
Some other realities that exist here in the Jamaican society. And that song, that opening number, should I tell you, that's a song by Sugar, a nice Jamaican empress that the sweet reggae music. You know Sugar?
Yeah. But,
all right.
But I'm talking about the song he said he wrote like 2 days before he got there. And he was addressing all the controversy about his mother and everything.
May not have seen that in its entirety.
Yeah, he went crazy on that. So that was dope. Who else did you rate?
Well, you know, what stood out for me, obviously, because this is the era that I grew up in as a young child, a preteen and an older teen. Is it me? I said the doctor and the what's his name again? The poor people governor, Beanie and Bunty, that stood out for me. And it definitely stood out for a lot of Sumfest.
That was crazy. That was just...
Because as them say, you know, the whole we know, Bunty and Beanie has been at a lyrical war for more than a decade. And that's just what their careers have been built on, basically, when it come on.
They said 26 years.
There you have it.
93. That was the first time they clashed.
That is how I grew up, on Bunty and Beanie clashing.
Yeah.
That's what we know them as. So I'm like a little picnic, a child, very young child.
Yeah, and everybody was excited. Chris Gale, everybody was excited to see it.
Everybody. So that stood out. That is something that will be talked about for years to come.
They did really good.
Rivals came together. They delivered well. Songs that the people them love. Because you know they both have a slower hits.
Who do you think performed better?
I can't say. They both did so excellent, and they both brought the energy. If I was to be biased and based what I was rooting for as a child, I would have said Killer. But I'm not going to be biased like you, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Everything Gaza. If Kid Cartel are there, you'd have said Cartel is the best performer.
Just truth. Just truth.
So, I'm not going to be biased. They both did very well.
Yeah.
And not just them, of course. I'm very proud of Coffee. I see where her stage presentation and her performance.
Did a couple of songs.
It has grown. She's just done better than last time when I saw her performing.
She only did a couple songs though.
And it stood out beautifully.
Yeah, I don't know if it stood out, but it was really good.
Yeah, it definitely stood out. Just the fact
I respect her. I like her a lot, but
being what's trending now and how different she is, how much she's standing for what's right, what's true, and she bring that style and flavor to it in her simple little way. Yeah. Coffee stood out. Bless up Coffee. Big up.
Nah, she was dope. I liked her performance, but I don't think it was the best of the whole night. So who else did you rate?
Well, I think pretty much I saw some bit of Romain Verga's performance. You mentioned that earlier. And you did point out to me, you were playing the song before we started recording of the little girl. And I'm so happy that you brought that to my attention. And I did see, I didn't see it in its entirety, but that stood out for me as well. And I'm so happy. I'm very proud of the Sumfest producers for allowing Romain Virgo to do, to, you know, bring out a young child. Usually we don't see where young children are at some fest at all. It might not necessarily be a show for children, is it? You can correct me.
Though. She was performing.
More embracing a family setting now, seeing that they're
performing. Is different.
Pardon?
She was performing, so it's different.
Right, because she said
got
that
on stage and off stage.
Perform with Romain Virgo. She said that she wanted to do it, and he saw it, and he gave her the opportunity. She liked singing. I saw it. I read it in the news.
Yeah, nah, she performed an amazing song, so that was crazy. That was super dope. I did.
Oh, Jimmy, that the children have rights here in reggae and dancehall music. That speaks volumes, doesn't it?
What do you mean? What do you mean you have rights?
Meaning that, well, if you don't know what I mean, you know, I could break it down for you. It means that music is so influential. Music is so far and wide. Music is just out there like that. Children are hearing and children are loving it. But what they're loving may not be always in their best interest, right? So it's good that we have authors of music and performers like Romain Virgo who show children the respect there, who give children the opportunity there, and a stage like Reggae Sumfest to allow that opportunity. Then I think that speaks volumes, and it shows that they have rights.
Yeah, well,
things that happen.
She performed a very touching song. That it was about, you know what I mean, about rapers and all that. So that was an amazing song. You know what I mean? But
almost made you cry.
Yeah, it really did almost make me cry. That was a really dope song. So I felt it.
Performed as well, Jimmy. I like Governor's performance. I saw a bit of it.
Governor's performance, yeah, he's good.
He stood out, bringing the new wave vibe. The people them.
Governor?
No, Protege.
I like Protege. Yeah, he's dope.
Agent Sasko Leela Ike. Yeah, I read some comments online in addition to what I saw.
Agent Sasko, he doesn't bring the energy that's crazy to me, but he's really, for some reason, he still like catches my ear. So he did really good.
He does quality music.
Huh?
He does quality music, right?
Yeah, no, he's good. He has but he just didn't like pull me in with like the crazy energy or anything.
Yeah, he pulled me in with those lyrics, and I enjoyed it. I love it.
So it's different for everybody because I like some of the energy, you know?
I love energy as well. But sometimes I just want to tune out all the extra noise, close my eyes, and feel the vibrations of the music and the words laid over that beat. And I just want to reach outside of what's happening. And that type of music does it for me. So, yeah.
Well, he's good. Who do you think about, what do you think about Munga?
Munga Honorable?
Yeah.
Energetic. He wasn't one of my favorites, though.
I liked it. I actually thought his set was really good. I didn't think the crowd was as good as the set was. So to me, I thought he did really good. What?
If they're not feeling it, Jimmy, they're just not feeling it.
Yeah, but it could be different times of the day. That's a long concert. Could be the slot that you're given. So, I mean, I like Toddler opening up right at the start. I thought he did a good performance. So, there you go. You know what I mean?
Jimmy, we're born a fire upon that thing the way I smoke differently, you know.
Yeah. So, who else? Let me think.
What was disappointing? I mean, we're going to have to talk about this. This might need. What was disappointing, though, Jimmy, in terms of Sumfest for a lot of persons, of especially dancehall music, was that 6.
I know. I already know.
Way past 8 o'clock and still no 6. And then, 5 have to come in and chop off the thing because them say.
Nah, I think the government gives them a fight.
No, I don't think so at all.
They do three events.
The events. When you're having a big stage show like Sumfest, any stage show, any performance, any creative concert, stage management must be prompt with timing. You understand? Because the show is set from X time to X time.
Nah,
and
the timing
within that slot and that period.
No, the problem that...
And that's what they're saying. Over 2 hours extra. Cut off time, as police said, 6 p.m., right? That's what they said. And they gave them 2 hours, 20 minutes extra. So
the problem was between sets. How long it took for artists to get to stage.
Strongly about, I read comments and some news briefs. Patrons spoke strongly about the whole band change. They said it was drawn out, you know, a little, you know, it made them kind of kill a vibe. But when each performer come on back, the vibe went up again.
It was bad.
Everything, there is some big flaws that need to be addressed. And hopefully for next year, who knows, the Sumfest producers might put forward a surprise for the whole band change period. Who knows?
Maybe. We'll see. What did you think about the best performance of the whole entire Sumfest, other than maybe Buju, and obviously the Clash, right? Was Spice.
Oh, Spice, you're saying she was the best?
Unbelievable. The best entertainer.
Okay, well, you know, I felt like I've seen it before. So.
Best entertainer ever. You crazy? Are you crazy? How is there not a better entertainer than Spice? No.
I know, I didn't watch her entire set, but from what I saw, it's what I've seen before, so it didn't
You can't even speak on it. You can't even speak on it. She's the best.
I'm going to have to watch her performance again to come in.
Best of the best. The best performer there ever is. She talked to her pussy. That shit was crazy. She bigged up bot. Yeah, so you missed the whole thing. She did she went crazy. She talked to her pussy. She had to yell at her pussy.
Oh no, I didn't see that. Oh wow.
Yeah, she yelled at it.
She talks to her vagina. What she did? She had a prop to that?
Nah, she smacked it. She was yelling at it for being like, she's saying like, I'm being smart, but my vagina is on some different shit. And then she had a whole verse to it. She beat it up. She was like, yo, don't do that shit. Don't go back to my ex. Don't do all that stuff. It was.
Those things aren't entertaining for me at all.
She's the best. So. Then she did her first verse. She talked to Beres Hammond. She talked to Vibes. She talked to Bounty. She talked to everybody about being in her DMs and trying to have sex with her.
I know that. It's like, oh yeah, I saw that one. I love when
she did Munga's "Not Mad Over No Girl" over.
Styled their songs into her own freestyle.
Yes, she's amazing. Yeah,
I love her.
The best. You crazy?
Yeah, that was the only thing that I liked from what I saw. But the others,
she made it snow. Are you crazy?
Wow, snow?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch that. I said,
huh? What? She's amazing, bro. That was definitely my favorite performance. And she did Any Weather over. Now you cut out. Well, guess what? She cut out, and I'm gonna tell you right there, she's a hater. Spice was the greatest performance in Sumfest. You back?
Yeah, you're telling them that I'm a hater?
Yeah, hater, dude.
Hater.
You just cut out, and that allowed me to tell the truth. Spice, fire, the best performance, yo. She kills that.
Nah, I don't. Those things don't entertain me, honey.
What doesn't? Lyrical ability, the way to remix other people's songs.
Love the remix song. I love how she said.
She got her own songs.
Something or whatever and whatever. I love when she does that.
Put World Boss.
Mentioned that I didn't see it.
Saying Rampant Shop.
The part where she
made everybody go crazy for Vibes Cartel.
Part where she bring out the sheet and all of that. I've seen it in all the while.
Bring out the sheet.
Whatever she brought out, she said she missing a man. Whatever it was, I saw that part. I saw it before, so it didn't feel like anything new to me.
It's all new. Is the queen. She's killed it. Straight up.
No. I don't agree with you at all.
Yeah, that's sad for you, man. That you gotta recognize the best entertainer in Jamaica, especially.
No, Jamaican entertainment is more.
There's never a better female entertainer.
Name a better female entertainer?
There's not one.
Not to you, but that she wouldn't be it for me. But I love how she does her thing and she brings the A game. But I mean, it's just not my favorite, Jimmy.
100%. So who else? What about Dexter Daps for the ladies?
I didn't see his performance.
Wow, I actually watched it because I don't really, he's for the ladies. But I watched it and I was like, yo, I can see how the ladies like him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know the ladies usually love Dexter.
Yeah, I never really watched him before, so I watched him at Sumfest and I was like, yo, I can see how the ladies like him. I
don't know. Not me, but but I can see why as well. But I'm not really a fanatic of Dexter at all either.
He performs for them. How about Beres?
Yeah, Beres is always touching. I didn't see all of it, but from what I saw, the songs that he did, that everybody know, all his hit songs with his catalog.
Did a long set.
Moving. They were singing along, and they looked like they were in a happy place when Beres came on. But again, I didn't see all of it.
I heard more women scream for Beres than anybody else.
Than for Dexter.
Buju, than Dexter Daps, than anybody.
There you go.
Yeah, I heard mad women in the crowd screaming. They love his voice, so he was killing it.
I mean, overall, Sumfest is always something that the lovers of reggae and dancehall that they look forward to. Artists, they look forward to the Sumfest stage. It's a huge international stage, and more so that it's in Jamaica. It remains authentic. And persons, tourists, Jamaicans who no longer live in Jamaica, they always fly down for Sumfest.
So they called out. They said, "Who's here from Canada?" And then there was a big yell, right? Then they said, "Who's here from England?" Then there was a big yell. Then they said, "Who's here from the USA?" Then they screamed. That was the loudest of all the foreigners coming.
So you wanted to be at Sumfest, right?
Me? I wish. Shit.
Right, you wished you were there. That's something that you definitely pay your money to go and see, right?
Yeah, but I would have been going crazy.
700 US. Would you pay to go and see still? 700 US dollars?
Yeah, if I had it, yeah, of course. What do you mean?
What if you didn't have it, but you could save it to have it? Would you do that?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it would be something big for me. Yeah. How about Energy God? Did you see him?
Nah, I didn't at all. But I know he usually brings
you know nothing about Sumfest. You're talking to me here. You see what he did to Scatter Burrell?
Yes, I saw that where he prayed for.
Oh my God, Yeah, he said because he's an atheist.
Yes, I know that.
Put on the bishop's joint. The priest joint. And he went
I saw that part. I didn't see all of his performance. I mean, like I said in the intro of the video, Jimmy, I didn't get to watch Sumfest in its entirety, honey. But from what I saw,
you're the one who told me to watch Sumfest for this podcast.
Yeah, and I was supposed to watch all of it, but
and I watched all of it.
So busy that I didn't get to watch all of it, but know that it was an impressive production, regardless of all the controversies.
The only controversy was them against the Six. That's all.
That they're what?
They give the Six a fight just like they'll give Cartel a fight. That's all.
Well, I don't agree with that they gave Six a fight at all. They do. It just so happens that the show was stretched out as I've been to some festival, and I've seen between sets that it's an hour or more.
Like I said,
come on. So obviously that.
Like I said, The Six had their own concert that was supposed to come out. They didn't grant them the permits, and they said that they won't. It's like a date they don't know. Then they were supposed to do the Red Stripe Festival. Then they canceled that due to contracts, and now Sumfest. So come on.
I love Six.
Yeah.
I love Chronic Lawn. I love Squash, and I love what they're doing. I love their music, and they have some really nice melodious songs. And I love the collaborations that they do as well, the collabs.
The government gives them a fight.
And no, if the government is giving Six a fight, then they forgive the whole dancehall a fight. The whole dancehall need a account.
They do give the whole dancehall a fight. Did you see what Buju said to the Prime Minister?
No, I didn't. Tell me.
At the very end, he's saying, "Driver, don't stop at that. Drop this Arizona Rona Alabama, driver." And then he said, "That was the end." And then he said, he gave him a, what do you call it? He said, "I gave Wholeness a split and told him to legalize it." So he gave Andrew Wholeness a split.
Legalize it. Come in.
That's crazy. Imagine that's how he ended Sumfest.
Legalize it, don't revise it, make it stay natural. Yeah.
Yeah. So imagine that. That was dope. I thought that was real creative.
In terms of where marijuana is concerned and how we use marijuana and how we embrace marijuana in Jamaica, we have grown a lot and we've come a far way. So I feel positive about moving forward in terms of cannabis as a medicine and marijuana as a recreational. You remember that?
No, I don't trust Jamaica for marijuana. I don't trust the government. The government should have legalized it. Listen, now the government. I won't even listen to you. The government.
Well, you should listen because it's criminalized.
The government should have made it an export long ago. Long ago.
Sure.
It should be export from Jamaica making money.
We did our first export last year to Canada, right?
Yeah, because Canada just became legal and it's too slow. A bunch of haters. We all know that Jamaica and marijuana is synonymous. Just like USA and marijuana is synonymous. It should be legalized like alcohol. You guys can drink at 18 and you can't legally smoke weed? That shit is crazy. It's legal where I'm from. I used to know people who go to prison for 8 years for just an ounce of weed.
Honey, gonna have to do this for that one.
What?
We're gonna have to do a whole different podcast for that one.
But I'm saying Jamaican government is slow on that.
Anyway, we have the CanX conference coming up in September. It's the 4th staging. Government officials are always there, all right? And they're always bragging about cannabis as a leading opportunity now for Jamaicans to start businesses. Big up Dr. Henry Lowe, international scientist.
Too slow.
And Jamaica on the 4 as a medicine for glaucoma and many other illnesses. Dr. Henry Lowe, money, a lot of money, and he's
too much
a lot because his breakthrough findings, and he'll be at CanX like he was last year.
Hey,
I'll be hosting like I. So I feel good about moving forward with cannabis and the Jamaican market. There's lots to know, lots to learn. I feel good about it.
It's taking too much time, and then there's going to be world competitors from everywhere. When a lot of people from the rest of the countries on earth want Jamaican weed. Yeah. The rest of the countries in
sounds not bad. I don't know.
What? It's because you're talking too much.
Sounds, the audio.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling you.
Anyways, did you see some of the younger performers on Sumfest? Some of the hopefuls?
Shauna Controller?
No, not her. Not her!
I saw her, and then I saw what she said about, I wasn't performing to get a forward. I was just performing for Joe and my son.
There was Dre Z.
Did you?
Hello. There was Dre Z, and there was oh God, my girl who I love.
Unknown Gringo.
Huh?
Unknown Gringo.
You know who?
Unknown
Gringo.
Yeah.
You know who? You know what you should have. I don't know how I failed to mention this. Forgive me, my girl of reggae music. Janine stood out beautifully for me at Sumfest. What was most disappointing about not going to Sumfest this year as a member of the media was the fact that I didn't get to see Janine. I love her music. I love her stage presence. And I wanted to have a word with her. But, you know, that was one of the reasons why I was so disappointed. I saw it and I felt the way how the audience felt by just seeing it. And Janine, oh, beautiful girl, wonderful.
That might be the only performance I missed.
Well, you're gonna have to go and watch Janine, and I'm gonna have to go and watch Spice.
Yeah.
Deal?
But of course, you know, I check out anything. I'm not a hater. I check out anything.
Do you know Janine's music?
Yeah, but I didn't see a performance.
You name in Rastafari.
What did you think of Chronix?
Chronix is always a breath of fresh air. Always.
I really liked his performance, but I don't think he has he doesn't have a powerful voice. His voice is not powerful at all.
Wayne's voice isn't powerful, but his music sure is powerful. So, you know Wayne's music, right?
Yeah, everybody does. But yeah.
Sumfest, make sure we call for Wayne.
Oh, what about Spraga Benz?
Huh?
Spraga. Spraga Benz.
I didn't even know he performed. Yes, okay. I didn't see it. Big up Spraga Benz, a big boss on the dancehall music from long.
You didn't even know he performed.
Yeah.
Fuck. Spraga Benz killed it. Yeah, he killed it. You make me sad, man.
I can imagine Spraga Benz have a way with the people. He have a way with words. Style different, you know. I love it, you know.
You make me sad. Unbelievable. Who else did you want to talk about? Anybody else?
Yeah, there was my girl, Destiny Sparta. She did her thing as well.
Oh no, Destiny Sparta was there? I didn't know Destiny Sparta was on there.
That's my girl. I love her.
Yeah, I fucks with Destiny. That's my girl. She's cool. She had the DanceHall song. That shit was fire. But yeah, Destiny, she rated like my show a long time ago. So I always fuck with Destiny.
Oh God, I missed what you said. Why is the audio getting bad now?
I don't know. It's on you. But yeah, I said Destiny, I've been rated her for a long time because she knew about my show for a long time, and I always fucked with her. Destiny's dope. She got an ear.
Destiny.
Huh?
Breastiny.
Breastiny, did you just say?
They call her Breastiny because
yeah, she got big. Yeah, real big. Trust me. I watch Destiny. Yeah, I fucks with
personality. I love that.
Mm-hmm. She's a bad.
What's that you drinking?
I don't know. Don't ask. What do you think? What do you think I'm drinking? What do you think I'm drinking? Well, there you go. Take a guess.
Nah.
What did you drink?
I'm not calling any names until these brands start sponsoring our podcast.
Yeah, that might take a couple episodes, but yeah, I'll reach out to get a sponsor someday. But yeah. Tell me anything else that you want to say about Sumfest.
Anything else that I want to say about Sumfest 2019?
Yeah.
You know, I just want to just in general big up all the performers that got the opportunity. Older performers, younger performers. Thank you for bringing your A game, all right, to the audience members, to us lovers of music. And we look forward to seeing more women. I definitely look forward to seeing more women being represented at Sumfest. And that's something that they should look into, the organizers. And, you know, there are persons like IKEA and the Sugar, ED Angel, Curvy Diva, Tanya Steve,
Jada
even Die. Huh?
Jada Kingdom.
Who? Jada Kingdom. For sure, Jada. Come bring your A game, girl. Sumfest 2019 looks pretty. I mean, 2020 looks pretty.
Yeah.
And definitely more young acts. There was Tessellated, you know, the guy that does Fine and Ginger. In terms of the wine, but nothing I'm in a play that. You know, drink Fine and Ginger. You want to wine, but nothing I'm in a play that. You know, hey, he was there. He performed as well on Saturday night. Yes. So there is more to Sumfest than even what we think. So, I mean, it's just a very good festival. It's a good show. And I love that it's brand Jamaica. Love.
Yeah. What do they say? What's the motto? What's the motto?
Huh?
What is the motto for Sumfest?
Our culture. Experience our culture through music.
Yes. There you go. So that's the motto, right? I thought Sumfest was really dope.
Tourism in Jamaica. Right now, tourism in Jamaica is at its highest, and it's record breaking since the whole Buju thing, since Buju's Welcome Home, and after that, and Buju's concert, and up until now, tourism in Jamaica is peaking, and the tourism sector is very proud of it. I know that our Minister of Tourism, Edmund Bartlett, he's proud, he's been bragging about it. Jamaica has been listed as one of the top 50, or at the top of the top 50 places on, there is a website, flip mine, a popular travel website now listed Jamaica as the place to visit.
Yeah.
So brand Jamaica is looking beautiful on the global landscape.
Tell me what happens when the boss comes home.
No, I didn't hear that.
Tell me what happens when the boss comes home.
When the world boss comes?
Yeah.
It's going to be huge for not just the Gaza, but music and brand Jamaica, because you know his fan base is very wide, very broad, very global, and persons I know in even the rap industry, you know, Drake and them people, they Busta Rhymes, they're all fans and supporters of Vybz Kartel. So it will be a monumental moment for everyone if it is to happen. You're hopeful that it will happen.
The most tourism. Huh? The most tourism ever to Jamaica ever in recorded history. The most people tourism for Jamaica.
What?
I don't know why you can't hear me, dog, but yo, the most tourism ever coming to Jamaica ever, dog.
Is when Kartel is free?
Of course. Yeah, the most people will ever come to Jamaica. What?
Well, I don't know about that at all.
No, I know.
I can't speak
I'm telling you.
The most Bantan has been quite monumental.
The most
before Vibes Cartel.
The most people ever will forward to Jamaica that you've ever seen in your life
is when Cartel get free.
100%. 10 times as big as Buju.
I don't know about that at all.
I bet you right now. I bet you right now. I bet you.
I just don't know. I mean, if I knew,
I'm telling you. You don't need to know. I'm telling you.
If I knew, I would agree with you.
I know, but I'm telling you. You don't need.
Yo, Jimmy, every podcast about World Boss. Seriously,
it's gotta be. It's the king of dancehall. The king. The greatest to ever do it.
I just can't agree with the things that you're saying. I just simply cannot agree with everything you're saying.
Hey, you don't have to agree with everything I say, but this is facts. As when World Boss is free, there'll never be more people in Jamaica at one time ever. I promise you. But yeah.
Didn't you see my rendition of Any Weather? You didn't see it?
I saw Spice's rendition of Any Weather. Nah, let me.
You need to go look on my page and see my rendition of Any Weather.
Sing it right now.
Yeah, y'all have our renditions.
Voice it right now.
Stop down record. I love the music, you know.
Voice it right now.
Pardon?
Voice it right now.
We're not going under. I'll get the youths, get your money stronger. Yeah. Rock pocket now work. Straight on the narrow neck, na young turn. Pull it. Anyway, da. Get the cheddar. Oh, God, it make Jimmy draw me out.
I think Spice got you, though.
Even though we're there on the gully side. Hey.
All right, yo.
You heard that?
I didn't hear the last part.
Keep it real.
I didn't hear the last part.
They're friends.
What's that?
They're friends. And when Vibes Cartel is out of prison, he's going to do a collaboration with Movado. And what's like him say, Killer and Beanie do for them thing? Them are going to do for them thing too. It's coming, honey.
And when that happens, then when that happens, then I'll look different. Then I'll think of it differently. That's all.
Well, honey, you're going to have to look at it differently from now because it's going to happen.
Perfect. All right. You got anything to say to anybody? Before we sign off, you got anything to say to anybody? I said before we get off, you want to promote anything?
You want to shout out to anyone?
Yeah, shout out anyone, promote anything.
If I want to do what?
Jesus.
Okay, I want to shout out Design Earl Turner, because you see that jacket there? Well, Killer did I wear upon that big monumental moment there, Sumfest. Yeah, it shot my G. And as a brand of the dancehall image, yeah, keep up your thing, Biggie. Just go and keep it strong. I like your flavor. And, you know, he's also very well respected as an image creator of dancehall. So, where I shout out that. Where I shout out our thing, Excuse Me Driver. Because you don't know what's that, respecting the nation's children. Please, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your music. But when it get raw and rough, don't do it around the youth then. Simple thing. Understand? And pedophiles and wicked people, just, you know, keep it calm and switch up the thing. We welcome you when you change, all right? No bias.
Go listen to Teshay's song. They should go, all those people should listen to Teshay's song. But yeah.
They should.
You already know.
It's so wonderful.
Gaza forever. There's nothing.
Jimmy as well, you know?
What?
As you're also, I'll big you up as someone who is hailing the culture overseas and keeping it strong on that international level, is me I say. And as soon as it come Jamaica, you don't know the power is on, and me have the whole of the high grade link them, saying not for fret about nothing. If Gaza leave you at the call, I got you, bro.
Gaza ain't gonna ever leave me out. They're never gonna leave me out. I'm good, but yeah, link me either way. When I come to Jamaica, you link me either way. I need all the high grades I can get. But yeah.
High grade forever. Never.
Gaza forever. Nah, they always link me. All right. Peace to everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Love. Blessings. One love.